Alright, so today we are going to be testing gutter guards. We have 3 gutter guards from Home Depot and 1 gutter guard that we, Allbrite Pressure Wash, would like to install. So we're going to take all of them and put them through a couple tests so you guys can see what they actually look like and how durable they are, so you can make the best decision for what type of guards to put on your property. So, first and foremost, we're going to do a drop test. We're just going to go up to the roof here, we're going to throw them down, see if that causes any damage to the guards themselves. We're also going to be doing a pressure test. So yes, we're actually going to take pressure to the guards themselves with a power washer to see how much pressure each one can hold up and really try to duplicate a very, very heavy storm, like a hurricane of some sort, and see what they do. So, let's get started. Alright, so after the drop test, they all still look like they're in pretty decent condition. We do have a couple battle scars that we identified here. Our first one, pretty unscathed, it's doing pretty good. The second one, a little bit of an issue on the corner here. Nothing that's going to be too much of a structural impairment for us to do the installation. The third one, because it's made out of metal, we're getting into a little bit of a wonky-jonky thing here, so going to be a little bit more difficult to work with, especially just having these areas that are creased, and when you do an overlap with a secondary section, you want these seams to kind of be flush. And lastly, we have this one, little bit of an issue here on the corner, but again, nothing that's going to be a structural issue for us to do the installation. So, alright, we're going to take a look, see how they turned out. First one has a little bit of a screen across like a plastic corrugated overlay, and the screen just got decapitated. So we could assume over time this will start to break down. Obviously, not a good choice. This one did pretty well, had a little bit of damage from the drop test. As far as the pressure test, a little plastic, very, very durable, very pliable. It actually did pretty well. Let's see how it does with a bend test. Bent, back in. Not the worst thing we've seen, but still definitely has a little bit of damage. Then we have our metal one here. It was kind of dinged up from the drop test. Pretty unfazed by the pressure test. It is a thicker metal material. The problem though is if you do get any bends in it, you know, any twists or damages of that nature, it loses its shape pretty quickly. And last but not least, we have this polypropylene one. Has some good flex to it. Pretty unfazed by the drop test. pretty unscathed from the pressure test as well. Everything's still intact. We still have our ends here. Should kind of twist our back and forth. Has some great pliability. So these are actually the ones that we recommend. They are Raindrop gutter guards. So if you're looking for a good solution to keep the leaves out of your gutters, not only is this a durable option, but the way in which these get installed is it honors the slope of the roof. So instead of sitting flat on your gutters, it actually gets, this little piece gets tucked up underneath the shingles. So it will honor that whole slope of your roof. So as stuff comes down the roof, it has that same slope, so it easily comes off. All of these holes are not going to prevent everything from coming through. What it's going to do is it's going to minimize the debris that comes into the gutter, which will allow the system to operate properly and allow the water to continue to flow. So if you're having trouble with your gutters, you don't feel comfortable getting on a ladder to do an installation yourself, and you're looking for a good option to minimize the maintenance required to keep your gutters clean, give us a call. We can get you a quote for some pretty durable gutter guards. Thanks. Give us a like, leave a comment. It's John, Allbrite Pressure Wash. Have a good day.